Here we go.
Okay.
All right, guys. Good morning. It is the 18th of July. It's Friday. Friday, getting fired up and excited, ready for the weekend. And Bill, what's up, brother? How are you? Good to see you. You in your collared shirt.
All good. Happy to be here. Let's rock and roll. Like I was telling you yesterday, I got a little momentum going. Summer, even with the blitzes, it is summertime, but see a lot of new names making sales, and
Oh,
we're we're
absolutely.
we're moving forward as a front. So I'm happy. I'm happy for everyone, and the team's growing. That's the most important thing. It's all about the
Yeah.
team growing.
Yeah, and speaking of, we are seeing a lot of new names that I haven't seen before. I know you haven't seen before either. So let's do some shouting out real quick here.
Oh,
We're
real quick, one more. I'll do the shout out. I wanted to say, because I mentioned it to you yesterday. Shannon's, making a play. She's got
uh-huh.
multiple sales, and she's getting out there and doing it. She's not just showing up. She's actually showing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good
And
stuff.
yeah, there's actually I wanted to talk more about that in a little bit. Um about taking action and doing some things because especially when it comes to Shannon because she's been popping several sales in the last couple of days. So she's got a little big mo going on there. Janie, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you in here. So really quick, guys, I want to jump over to YouTube really quick. I want to go throw some shout outs out there to those of you guys that are out there taking some action, doing the thing, making it happen here. Um, Let me pop my comments on over here. Let me move these over. Mark, first time here. Good to have you here, Mark. Thank you for being here. Plugging
Awesome.
into these daily, weekly lives is very, very important to stay plugged in. So I want to open up an incognito browser and let's just head on over to YouTube and let's go see who's out there putting out some content and who's out there being consistent. Because whether you're making sales or not, guys, it's important to recognize action, and that's really a lot of what we're going to be talking about today. Is taking that action because that's really what it all boils down to. You either do it or you don't. And it's as simple as that. Um, Diego, cool thumbnail, man. Cool thumbnail there. Um, Hopefully you're using Canva when you're doing that. So shout out to I just did when I did a filter, I just did by upload date, so it's gonna pull up the most recent uploads over on YouTube. So, and again, we've been talking about YouTube all week. We did this on Tuesday when we did our Teachable Tuesday. We talked about specifically um, YouTube and why you guys should be using YouTube. Obviously, it's a search engine. And, that's where people are going to go to do their research, man. When people see you and they see my econ, they're going to YouTube to do their research. So the real question here is, do you want them to see your content or do you want them to see somebody else's? And it's as simple as that. So if you want to brand yourself, if you want to show people who you are, why they should join you, YouTube is literally one of the best ways to do that. And again, just to recap, guys, if you have not gone back to this past Tuesday's replay of Teachable Tuesday, that is in our your bonuses section and your team training site. A lot of great detail we went into on Tuesday, so please make sure you guys go check that out. It's tough to tell who all these shorts belong to, but if you guys are out there and you guys are doing the work and doing the shorts out there, those are obviously a great way to rank your videos there. Okay. Obviously, speaking of Shannon, we see Shannon there. Josh doing some recent content there. Way to go, Beth. Some recent content there. Good, solid thumbnail there too, Beth. So great job on that. I see Sim. I see Beth. I see Corey, Jason, Shannon. Obviously doing some work there. There's Beth again. Beth again. Mary again. Simple step by step. Mary, you're really liking these from the car videos here. Um, so let me just open this up here real quick. I'm just going to mute that and let this kind of play so you guys can see it. One of the things I appreciate about Mary is she's doing videos in an environment where she feels comfortable. Um, which is obviously, sitting in her car, just has the camera. Obviously, notice the horizontal. She's doing like a full length video, so she's got it horizontal here. She got little things popping up. She's using the subtitles on there, and I believe Mary said she's using CapCut for her edits. Puts a little dancing thumbs up emoji there. 3 steps. Boom. Here's my link. Earn commission. Share. So just basic editing, guys. But basic editing that is also a little $200 a day, $6,000 a month. Just short, sweet little video, guys. But like, when you look at the editing, it's just the editing. It's just little pops of color, little pops of flair in there. And this stuff is pretty easy to do, guys. Once you get out there and you just go do it. So get Mary again. Shout out for taking that action. That video was what, just a day ago. Some awesome stuff right there. Josh, Jerry, Bill, there's you, there's Corey. Grab this link. We also shouted that out too. Another cool thing I like about what Corey is doing is, and this is a short, but I'll let it play here so you guys can just kind of see it. But what I want to point out here, what's really, really cool about what Corey's doing, is Corey is advertising without advertising. Like he's just on film talking, like nothing crazy. He's just on film and he's talking, and he's literally letting people know who he is. Like, obviously he's pointing to his link, but you could film any video you want, and boom. I would say if I was doing my research on my econ and I watched Corey's link, I can tell you right now that 1000% of the times I'm going to go to Corey's link. I'm literally going to go check that link out. If he has a link on screen or has a link in the background, I'm going to go check that out. Okay. Mary with another video in there, Corey with another video in there. There's me. Another thing I just to let you guys know too, when it comes to thumbnails, I've been experimenting with kind of like a less is more approach. And so what I mean by that is basically just like a picture and a really quick, just kind of like attention grabbing, curiosity based couple of words, like a super, super short sentence, like a 3 to 4 to 5 word max sentence. So just like a picture and, that just experimenting with that. Really for me, just kind of working on my thumbnails a little bit more. So, food for thought. If I were you, I'd be trying to get away from like less, like I said, less is more. You want to have a lot less on your thumbnails and a lot, try not to have it be too wordy, but really just grab somebody's attention with a picture and a quick phrase or something along those lines. Okay. So good amount of you guys. And even, again, when Corey's doing a full length video, same thing. You can see like he's advertising without advertising, which I think is great. Really, really great there. Okay. So another great thumbnail here. Okay. Again, just kind of like, like don't tell anybody the big lie. I would honestly, like Shannon, just some feedback here. I would almost like if you were going to do this, I would get rid of this and I would just have it say the big lie about your paycheck. That enough for me. That is enough to, if I was scrolling and I was looking for like, hey, what looks interesting for me to click on? Like you doing the shush thing and the big lie about your paycheck. This for me is enough to open the video. Like that's enough. So think about when you guys are making your thumbnails, how can you make the thumbnail more enticing? And again, more curiosity based. See there, curiosity. That's really what thumbnails are. And when most of us are on mobile, right? When we're doing a mobile scroll, we're usually only seeing the thumbnails. The headlines are there, but we're much, much, much more paying attention to the thumbnail. So I equate when I do this type of stuff, guys, I equate, the thumbnail to the subject line of an email. And Bill, I know you know all about the subject line of emails. You've been email marketing for 20 years. At the end of the day, like your video could be awesome. Your email could be awesome. It could be incredible. But if they don't open the email, who cares? It doesn't matter. If they don't tap on your thumbnail and they don't open the video, it doesn't matter. So this is why, as you guys get out there, especially into the YouTube space, and you guys are creating those videos, really start to hone in and put some time and attention to thumbnails and think about what you guys are doing. I know Bill, you probably got something on that too. I mean, you obviously know about subject lines. You know about you gotta entice them. There's got to be some curiosity there, right?
Yeah, you got to dare them to look at it.
Yep.
Like they just can't say no. It's a little different probably with the YouTubes. I mean, you could do it with the YouTubes,
Hmm.
but I got a little more detailed with my email list, so I do crazy stuff like,
Yep.
are you still living in? And I put their city in because I have their city,
Yep.
and they're like, how's this guy know where I live? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they gotta open it, that kind of thing. So yeah, you gotta the subjects are probably more important than anything. They're more important than the thumbnails, in my opinion, because the subject can be on the thumbnail too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's true. What I try to do is I try to make my subject, like, so in this case the YouTube video, I try to make the title of the video a question, like curiosity based, and I try to make the thumbnail a reflection. I don't do it exact, but I try to make the thumbnail a reflection of the title, but I don't, in either one, I don't want to give anything away. And that's just it. It's all about just enticing. It's
there-
about curiosity. I mean, those two
mhm.
words. So
you know the,
put that in the
sorry
comments right now. Just put curiosity or enticement.
the other
That's
the
Go ahead.
sorry, I was going to jump because you caught me off guard. I was reading something. So the other thing is, from my experience from years, I was using YouTube, decades ago, and there wasn't as many of us on there. And I was
Sure.
doing this, and one of the things I was doing in the subject, or even in the thumbnail, is you want to make yourself the official person in a way.
Hmm.
Like right now, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, this, that, and this, but like for instance, even if you're not the top guy or gal, you could say you're the top team and people want to join the top team. That's a big one, okay?
Yeah.
If you're not the top producer, you're the top producing team because you guys are. Everyone here is on the top producing team.
Yeah.
You want to use stuff like that because people search that. I haven't done it in a while, but I used to have a habit when I used to get a lot of people that would join me, and I'd say, "How'd you find me?" And they say, "YouTube," and I say, "What video?" And then I also ask, "What did they search?" And
Yeah.
they search the company and the top team, a
Hmm.
top producer. So, that's a nice keyword to have.
Yeah. And I mean, as far as I know, when you get out there on YouTube, if you're searching my econ, I don't see any other teams that are actively promoted besides the funnel team. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, I don't see anyone talking about teams in my econ, and that's something that we talk about quite a bit. The fastest growing team, the largest team. There's a lot of team lingo, team language, and verbiage, kind of mixed into that. So I think if people are out there and they're searching for a team to join, it's they're going to find us. Now the question is, if they find us, are they going to find you? And that's really, again, why we've been talking about YouTube lately. That's why we did a whole training on it on Tuesday, so you guys could leverage those things. You guys could leverage people out there doing the research and going through what we taught on Tuesday, where we really dove into the nuts and bolts and the meat and potatoes of putting a YouTube video out, using a certain headline, using a certain thumbnail, using the tags, the description of the video, naming your file name before you upload it. All of these things are going to help with the YouTube SEO and getting your video seen versus if you don't do those things. So again, why we gave you guys YouTube University for free, a $500 retail course that we're giving you for free just to help you guys get better results. Okay. So, all really good stuff there. Right. So, anyway, more shout outs, more shout outs. So, obviously, great job to everyone that's out there putting out the videos. I didn't obviously name everybody's name there, but just great job. Keep that up. Make sure you guys continue to put out that content, get your name out there, get your brand out there, show people that you're a real person, show people who you are, all that other stuff. Okay, now we have, man, what do we got? One, two, three, at least four. I think at least four people that have made their very first sale this week. And I don't know who everybody is under, but I want to give shout outs to, first off, I don't even know the name of this person, but they're in my econ and on our team specifically as Freedom Strategies. I
Mm.
know Freedom is down underneath Richard. Um, so shout out there, and obviously shout out to Richard for bringing in Freedom Strategies. But Freedom Strategies made their very first sale this week. They have not been in that long, which is great. So able to turn around and make their first sale, which is absolutely awesome. So Freedom Strategies, I don't know who you are. If you're in our Facebook group, if you get here on these Zooms, speak up, say hey, say hello. And also, what would be really cool too, if these people make it to here, make it to our trainings, or maybe you guys watch the replays, please do like all of us a favor. Inquiring minds want to know, like, what specifically did you do to net your sale? Was it a short form video? Was it a reach out? Was it, a long form video? What was it specifically that you came in and did to get these sales, especially, being first time sales? I'm sure a lot of people want to know these things. Another one, Melissa Manfredi. Hope I said that right. I think it's like I think of Manfredi. I think of Tulsa King. Anybody watch Tulsa King? It's a great show. I think of the name Manfredi. But Melissa Manfredi made her first sale this week. Shout out. Kelly Keyworth. Kelly made their first sale. I believe, Shannon, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Kelly is down underneath you. Kelly made their first sale this week, which is absolutely awesome. And then David Crafton made his very first sale this week, too. So that's four people that made their very first sale this week. So if you guys are here, drop a comment in there. Let me know how you guys made your sales, which would be really super cool. So, Bill, anybody over on your end that made their first sale this week?
Yeah. Let me look. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. I was on something else here. Let me see. We got not their first sale, but I haven't seen this guy in a while. Francisco Rodriguez, uh Shante Washington. Let me keep on going here. See some other names, but they've been in a while. Hold on a second. Yeah, and just the usual suspects that are killing it, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? But really killing it. And of course, Kirsty's killing it again. Congratulations to her and her husband.
Yeah,
Um, yeah.
duo team effort right there. Um, so Shannon, I don't know if you are available yet. Just give me a yay or nay or pop yourself on. Um, when she gets a moment, guys, we're gonna bring Shannon out today because Shannon is rocking it this week, and specifically, she's got five sales in just a few days. So she's out there. She's taking massive action. She's, obviously doing something right. And that's what we want to talk with her about today is, what specifically, because I'm sure you guys want anytime someone is getting great results in their business, we want to share that. We want to shout that out. We want to share that. And we want to give you guys the opportunity to say, hey, what is it that these people are doing to get sales? And to be honest with you guys, like it's never anything like, whoa, I didn't realize that was a thing. It's just getting out there, going through our training, applying what they're learning, and being consistent with it. Um, but that's the same thing, when we look at these new people that are getting sales, we also want to be able to see what they're doing and recognize them because, we've just proven I don't know how many thousands of times over the years that like, the stuff that we share here, guys, like it works. It works if you go do it. And that's kind of going to lead, once we're done talking to Shannon, that's going to kind of lead me into, really some important stuff that I want to talk about today. Something that I was thinking about earlier this morning, and it was all based on it and triggered by some feedback and some comments that I was seeing in our group. And honestly, it's really, 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 um, really important stuff here, guys. And it really just comes down to one specific thing that you guys can do to it's either going to be the difference between making it or not making it. And I'll have more on that in just a few minutes. So, Shannon, I don't know if you're out there. I don't know if you're getting situated or if let me see here. Oh, there you are. You still driving? Oh, you're you're parked.
Mhm.
Okay. If you're ready, if you're ready, jump on in. Oh, there you are. Okay, cool. Hang on one second here. Let me just add you in. Okay. Hey, good morning. Good to see you. Thanks for being
Good
here.
morning. Yes.
So straight up, inquiring minds want to know. You got 5 sales in the last couple of days. Got some good momentum going this week. Is there anything different that you're doing this week versus weeks prior?
Well, in June, I had a lot of stuff going on personally, so I just fell really flat with the Blitz. And Kirsty is my sponsor, so we were talking one day, and she's like, "So what do you want to do?" And I said, "I want to blitz it out in July. I want to do my own blitz and do more than I do on a normal day-to-day basis, and see if I can take off."
Hmm.
And so she said, well, we know that Kirsty's been killing it the last several weeks. So she's like, I'm going to drop you all my viral videos, go and duplicate them. So that's
Hmm.
all I've been doing and just trying to push out more content and following up because traditionally I'm not very good at following up.
Yep.
So if I send somebody my video, I am trying to follow up with them later that day or the next day. And I think that's really been helping too.
So when you say more content, like, can you give us an average of like what were you doing before compared to like what are you doing now?
I was lucky probably all through June to get 1 to 2 videos out every day, short form videos.
Hmm.
So now I'm trying to do 3 to 4
Okay.
because that's ramping it up for me. Um,
So almost like
and a
you're
couple,
like more than doubling what you did.
right. And a couple of them are taking off on both Facebook and TikTok. So
And
those
those
are
are
some
the ones that are
really,
taken off. Those are based off of like the Kirsty clone that you did.
oh yeah.
Nice.
Someone even called me out in the comments. They're like, this is a clone of Kirsty's video. This is boring. I'm
That's funny.
That's funny. Yeah.
like,
That's
that's the
good.
whole point.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Well,
You should be like, but you're here watching, aren't you?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, if someone drops a comment, then obviously the video got their attention. So,
Yep.
period.
I love it.
So what? So in other words, you're basically taking what we were doing in the June Blitz, applying that this month, right?
Yes.
Nice. And that just, that goes to show you guys too that like, and I know we've said this, but sometimes you might need to hear it, or maybe you might need to hear it like a different way. You could blitz, you could launch your business at any time. You don't have to wait for us. You don't have to wait for, you know, a technical June blitz, a specific calendar time frame. You could go do this at any time. So what Shannon's saying here is brilliant. She just took what, we mapped out, we laid out for everybody in June, or really it was kind of the end of May that we rolled this whole thing out, and she's just taking that now, and running with that, which is awesome. So what are some other things besides short form videos? What are some other things that you're doing?
I recorded a new VSL on YouTube. I put that out Saturday or Sunday. I hooked a new domain to it, or I switched one of my domains to it, and I've just been blasting it to everybody who wants it. So I started creating content saying, hey, I just dropped a new video teaching new people online how to go and earn an income, $100 a day, $200 a day, whatever it is. And I've just been pushing out a lot of content around that. So then I have people commenting and DMing me for the video. So I'm just sending them to YouTube and following up with them
Mhm.
after they watch it.
So when Go ahead, Bill.
I was going to say something because this is not just, small potatoes here because I just went and looked at her. I just scanned her business page on Facebook. When she says take off, they've taken off. And what happens is, in my opinion, is these ones that have taken off, you just cracked the code, Shannon. In my opinion, like I haven't cracked the code in short form video. You cracked the code. You're doing exactly what was right in front of us, right, for a long time, but you're doing it. I mean, I see these videos, 2K views. I mean, you've cracked the code. You probably can't even keep up. So I don't know if you want to, you really have. I mean, this is like, and now is like riding a bike. Would you agree? I mean, I'm not there, but I'm saying you know how to do it now with your eyes closed. Kirsty
Yeah.
might have pushed you, but now you know how to do it. Does that
Yeah,
make
yeah, I
sense?
know how to do it. Just gotta do it.
Exactly. But you
Yeah,
really have done it. Like the way you copied the, like you said, you want to you copied the script.
Mhm.
I mean, that's there for all of us.
Yep.
So it's really impressive.
So Shannon, when you say, and I just kind of want to like see if we can kind of summarize this for everybody so it makes a little more sense. When you say you recorded a new VSL for YouTube, VSL guys is video sales letter. That's basically like also known as a sales video. It's just basically a sales video. So Shannon, from what I understand, you're basically instead of driving people through a funnel, you're when you connect with people, when you send people again your direct link, whether it be a domain name or whatever it is, you're sending them direct to your very own personal sales video. Is that right?
yes. So I have two domains that go to YouTube. So I have, for a lack of a better phrase, I have a DK style video and I have a Kirsty style video. And I have two domains in they're going to each of those videos on YouTube. The one on my funnel, the one at my domain that's like in my profiles is still the previous video, and people will just go there and I will get those through the app. And, a lot of people won't reach out. They'll just go to the link in your app or in your profile, and then they'll show up in my app and I'll follow up with them through there. So they're getting the last BSL that I did, but that one is still working. And
Mm-hmm.
it's the same information, they're just different styles of videos. So based on my conversations with people, I can, kind of anticipate which style of video is going to resonate with them more. So
Mm-hmm.
then I send them one way or the other and then follow up with them.
Yeah. So based on, you could be interacting and based on the questions that they may ask, the details that they want, you can kind of guide them as to which way to go.
Yeah.
I got you. So when you do a sales video, what now, obviously you don't have to spell the whole thing out because I'm sure it's a 20 or 30-minute video, but like what is the basic framework that you include in a video like that?
Um, So it's the formula. It's just very long and drawn out. It's the formula that we use every single day. So just
Yep.
trying to get their attention, trying to maybe hit some pain points in the beginning.
Hmm.
Like you're looking to earn extra money, 9 to 5s are not cutting it anymore, whatever. Giving them some solid information and building that up through the video, and then doing a really strong call to action, maybe littered throughout the video, and then a strong call to action at the end.
Hmm. And I think you mentioned the other day too that another thing that you pulled from Kiersey is throughout the video, aren't you saying to like text you?
Yes.
Nice. And obviously you've found that to be effective.
Yep. Like when I mentioned the team rotator, like, hey, if I caught your attention with that we're gonna drive leads and sales to your affiliate link for you, drop the word rotator in a text message to me right now so I know you're on this piece of the video. And I still have people doing that. So they're reaching out and then I'm like, oh great, let me know when you're done watching the video. I can answer your questions.
Nice. I mean, what a great, great, great lesson and a great concept, and something for you guys to think about. And this is what's really amazing about our business, and really something I want you guys to think about, which is why we've been spending so much time talking about not just YouTube, but getting out there and getting on video and presenting yourself and just kind of being a real authentic person. Now, Shannon, there's no denying that, over the last year, you've been able to use the app and close sales, right?
Yep.
So, but now you're kind of branching out and branching away from that and getting more people to just go straight to you, straight to your brand, to your video, versus having to go through like the app. If someone uses our app, they're going to go to one of the pre-scripted, done, professionally edited videos, sales video, but it's not branded to you. And like you said, you've had people go through, you've made blind sales, and that works. What do you see as the biggest difference between maybe using one of our pre-done funnels versus sending people directly to YouTube?
I think it's just more personal. People can get a sense that you're a real person.
Hmm.
And the sale I made yesterday, like she actually called me and I thought for a second, do I answer this? And I did. Just answer it. She goes, I only want a minute of your time. I just wanted to make sure that you're the person in the video before I join you. And I'm
I
like,
love it.
I can understand that for sure.
Yeah.
There's
Yes.
so many people stealing content out there. So
Yep.
I'm like, I understand that.
On yeah, and that you bring up an incredibly powerful point too, because I want to point out there, um, and I was actually literally talking to Kirsty about this on Wednesday. Someone took one of her short form videos, put it through AI, and had it completely be about Forex. And they took her on camera, her voice, her mannerisms, her everything, but the words coming out of her mouth are not her. But it looks like her, feels like her, sounds like her, and it's someone pitching you Forex saying, "I will guarantee that you make money." Just complete crap. Um, and someone could, the sad part is like people are starting to do this now, and
Yes.
it's great. I'm sure it's just a matter of time if someone hasn't already done it for me or any of us here. But like, to think that there's people out there that actually have the balls to do this, it's mind blowing. But total scammers, total DBs, total a-holes, whatever you want to call it. But to your point, you got people that want to get on the phone, or they want to text you, they want to hear from you, they want to hear your voice, be like, okay, cool, it's actually you, which I think is great. And I think that for you guys that are watching, again, it's like you don't need my permission or Bill's permission or Kirsty or anyone else's permission. Like, for you guys to send people directly to you and like bypass the app or bypass the tools that you guys have, you can do that and still do very well. Just like Shannon's been doing. Now, I got an important question for you, Shannon. Now, if you were to just send people through the app, through a traditional funnel, or you can send people to YouTube, do you feel like you're getting more sales with less views because it is you and everything's you?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
Because they see a short form video and I send them through a domain and they get to a video that's me. So I think it helps. And, if you're going to go through a different funnel, you're probably just going to need to drive even more traffic to it to get those sales and do some really strong follow-up.
Yep.
But
Now,
my main domain in my profiles also is through a funnel, but it goes to a VSL that I recorded as well. So
yeah.
right now I'm actually not using any of the pre-done ones.
Yep. Now, it's like what are you seeing for, sending people directly to YouTube? What are you seeing for as far as, the type of comments that you're getting or the type of engagement that you're getting based on, the type of video that you have?
They'll reach out to me. Some of them will say, "Hey, this sounds really good, really promising. I'm still not sure what you're doing."
Yep.
And some will say, "This is what I've been looking for."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What questions do you have?" I have none. You answered them all. So it really just depends on the person coming through and maybe how distracted they were in the while they were watching.
Yep.
But yeah, and so I'm just there showing up and answering their questions. And, I should have a few more lined up today because today's payday for a lot of people and see how it goes.
Friday's a great day to close sales.
Hmm.
Great day to close sales. All right. Well, we won't take up any more of your time. We know you're heading into work now. So very much appreciate you hanging out with us, taking time out of your morning, and awesome job Awesome job. Very much appreciate you for delivering some value, dropping some bombs. Keep up the great work. Anybody else that wants to blitz alongside with Shannon, it's pretty straightforward, guys. Just get to go out there and go do the work. So, Shannon, thank you. And
Thank you.
that is it. That is it. Appreciate you.
Awesome stuff.
So, guys, I mean, not rocket science here, you know. She just decided she made a decision, and I really want to kind of shift gears and talk about something I was thinking about here is, you know, she made a decision to say, "Hey, I didn't have a great month in June. She wasn't able to do the things that she wanted to do, and she made a decision to go for it this month and give it everything this month." And you guys can do that too. Like just because like maybe you came in halfway through the blitz, maybe you came in this month, maybe you came in July. You don't have to wait for someone to be like, okay, now it's time to go blitz. Like you could make that decision all by yourself. And that's really what this business and results is literally all about, guys. Like you deciding, everyone comment that one word right now. Comment decide. You literally deciding to go do it. And there isn't like it's either you decide to do it or not to do it. Like there's no try, there's no in between, there's no let me think about it, there's no let me consider thinking about it. Like it's either you do it or you don't. You do the work, you record the video, you put yourself out there, you drive traffic or you don't. And some of the reason why like I'm talking about this, I was going through the comments on some of our posts in our Facebook group this morning. Just kind of, I was just looking at overall engagement, seeing who's out there, and we had some really cool posts where I think it was like, man, who the hell posted it? I think it was Terrence posted in there like, and he basically said, "Hey, I went from like watching video mode to just like pooping or getting off the pot and going to actually do it. Instead of me just like watching videos and learning, I moved on from learning mode to doing, and he's like, and since I did that, I started generating leads. Like, wow." And I was like, that's so cool. And then I'm like going through some of the comments, guys, and some of the comments are like, oh, hey, I'm thinking about doing that too. And here's like, I want to help you guys avoid a really big trap, a really big obstacle, like that could really get in the way of your success. Like if you're going to show up here and in a post or on social or wherever, you know, there's a big difference between doing it and not doing it, you know? And when you guys show up and you're like, "Oh, I'm thinking about doing that too," or I'm thinking about working on something, or I might go do that too. And it's like thinking about it isn't doing it. Thinking about it is just you're putting it out there, but you're not actually doing it. Okay? So like if I told you, "Hey, I'm going to try to drink this cup of coffee," I can either drink it or not drink it. Like I can't try to drink it. If I'm Can I tell you that I'm going to try to sit in this chair? I'm going to try. I'm going to try to sit in this chair. I'm either sitting in it or I'm not. Like there's no try. Try is just it's false. It's imaginary, okay? And especially when you guys are in the trying phase, okay? It's it's a way for you to give yourself validation. Here's what I mean by that. All it takes is this happening for you one time. And then you're going to start the whole like social proof and believe and the dopamine hit and all those other things. Like when you guys come here and you're on one of these live trainings, whether it's a teachable, whether it's, one of the morning calls, you guys are in the group or anywhere out there online. If you show up into a social setting and you're like, and you put a comment in or you speak it and you're like, "Oh, I'm considering doing that too. Oh, I'm going to go try to do that too." All it takes is one person to reply back to you and be like, "Oh yeah, I was thinking of doing that too." And you're like, "Oh yeah, cool." Like There's a few of us that are thinking about doing stuff. And like what you're psychologically doing to yourself is you're checking the box. You're checking the box. You're validating, you're verifying that you put it out there. Ooh, I put it out there. I said I was going to go do something. That is so much different than actually freaking doing it. Like, but you're gonna feel like this is the little dopamine hit that you get by when you put the stuff out there, when you put it out there into the ether, and you're like, oh, I'm thinking about doing that. I'm gonna go try to do that. And then someone's like, oh yeah, me too. Now it's like you're in this, you get that little dopamine hit, you get that little shot of like, oh, I tried. And then you could sit back after you're live or after you commented on the post and be like, yeah, I said I was thinking about doing something cool. Like let me check the box that I got something done, that I actually worked today. I put in some effort, but you're really not. So I hope this stuff makes sense, guys. Like we got to stop trying. We got to stop giving ourselves the excuse that we're actually doing stuff when we're not. You either do it or you don't. And I'll give you a perfect example. The other night, I had my friend over. She lives next door. She came over and she was hanging out with my wife and I, and she has her own business. She's very driven, very determined, very, you know, powerful, woman, very well put together. And her and I talk business a lot because we're both kind of individual entrepreneurs, and we both kind of like basically created what we have from scratch. And her and I were just kind of talking, and I was telling her about this idea, and I said, you know, kind of see where I'm going here. I said, I'm thinking about doing this. And she literally just folded her arms and she stared at me and she's like, and, and I was like, I know, I just need to do it. She goes, and I was like, I know. I've been putting a lot of thought into it. And she's like, and, and then she just goes, get off your fucking ass and do it. She's like, if I was telling you, and this is where like her and I are like, she's like, if I was telling you, you would be the first person to tell me to get off my ass and just go do it and stop talking about it. Remove all the excuses and just go F and do it. And I'm just like, and she's literally giving me my own advice. And I'm like, oh, I hate you right now. I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, I hate you right now. But she was so right. She was so right because I was sitting here thinking, like, I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, she need to go do it. She need to go do it. So the point is, guys, like, you got to decide. Just make a decision. But you can't try to, like, stop trying to make a decision and just decide. We're giving you all the resources, all the tools, everything you need, the people that are out there doing it, showing you what they're doing, showing you what we're doing, showing you how to do it. But we can't do it for you. You either do it or you don't. And there's so much proof, so much evidence that if you go do it, you can get the result. But you got to go do it. And just like Nike says, just do it. Nike doesn't say just go try. Like they don't say just go think about it. Just go ponder it, Just go watch video after video after video after video after video. They say just do it. Success leaves clues, guys. That's as simple as that. That's it. Bill, anything else on that?
Just, I was thinking when you're saying that, like sometimes we have 30, 40 people on for training and we do these challenges. And, if everyone actually went and did one of the challenges, I'm talking everyone, not
Mm-hmm.
not 10 of us. I mean, the sales and the success would just be totally different. Even if all of us just got one sale a week, forget about multiple sales, just everyone here on the morning.
Yep.
So if you just do it, and I get emails and texts every day. I tell Dan sometimes, I have people, listen, this is not stepping on your toes, but remember we talk about lead from the front? You got to be someone that someone wants to join. I have
Mm-hmm.
people that text me on a daily basis that have come in and they say, I just watched the video. said, great. And if I don't respond, then I'm a bad guy. That happens too.
Yeah.
So, oh, I just did this step. Okay, that's great. Oh, I just did, and I get that back and forth. And some people, like I said, after the fifth one, if I'm a little late responding, sometimes I get a little passive aggressive. My point is that's what Dan talked about. That's not work. That is it's good to train, but go out and implement one thing. If we all do it. If you ask me right now, how can we grow the team overnight? That'd be 100% 100% of participation.
Mhm.
Everyone, not just the leaders that are going out making sales, not the Shannons. Everyone go out and do some kind of advertising,
Yeah.
marketing. So
Well, let's do that then. Let's do that. Now, really quick before we do that, Shannon, if you have 2 seconds again, you just dropped a bomb in the comments. Can you just like speak out loud like what you just said in there and why that's super, super important?
Yeah, yeah. When I first started with the funnel team over 2 years ago, we used to say all the time, you're not going to get it right off the bat. Stop waiting for perfection. Just do it. Get it wrong. Hurry up and get it wrong so that you can get it right the next time. Hurry up and say the wrong thing so
Yeah.
that you can say the right thing next time. You're going to mess up. You're going to lose leads. It's okay. You will get there.
Hmm. Yeah.
Don't wait for perfection.
Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah. It's like hurry up and fail, hurry up and
Yep.
screw up. And I think I think I used to put it a little more bluntly than that. I said, like, go F up. Like, hurry up and go F something up. I think I even said, hurry up and go piss somebody off. Like, you're going to piss somebody off. Like, go do that. Go get that out of your system. And then once you do, to your point, you're going to, you learn from it and then you grow and you get better. And then the next time it becomes easier and you get better. I think that's pretty simple. So I'm going to throw out, I didn't even really plan on doing this, but let's do another weekend challenge. You guys up for a weekend challenge? If so, comment the word challenge if you guys are up for that. Um, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the same thing. It's going to be on YouTube. Full length video, not a short, full length video. So if you're going to use your phone's going to be horizontal. All right. Full length video. And something that we haven't touched on in a little while, but I think it's important to get it out there. And I know this because somebody just dropped a comment on my video the other day about my econ being USA based. And I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. My
mhm.
econ is in over 150 countries around the world, my friend. So let's do a video this weekend with let's see, we'll use four specific keywords. Four specific keywords. My econ 2025. Actually, we'll go three. Global. Okay. My econ 2025 global. Simply just talk about the fact that we are global in over 150 countries around the world. Longer than a minute. Full length video, meaning longer than a minute. Okay. Not a short. Those three keywords. We're going to rank for those three keywords. My econ 2025 global. Okay. Everybody down with that? And that will be the challenge. We'll do the same thing on Monday. We'll circle back on Monday. We'll see who did the videos out there. You have today, you have Saturday, you have Sunday, and I'll even give you Monday morning up until 10 a.m. when we go live. So you really have, 3+ full days to get out there and go make that video. Okay. So if you guys are up for that, let's go. And then on Monday, we'll put everybody in the wheel. We'll spin, and then we'll give some people some shout outs and try to help make people make more sales by being in my personal rotator as well as Bill's email list. And we'll help you guys generate more leads. And that's it. Okay. So that's it, guys. That's it. You guys have your challenge. Get out there. Let's rock. Let's crush. Appreciate you guys for being here. Shannon, again, thank you. And Bill, as always, good to have you guys here. And we'll see you guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday. Later.